Welcome to SethCraft. I'm back out here to finish up this 10 by 12 detached office space that we're building. In this video, I'm going to be building the door wall, which is going to go right here. We have got a 60 by 80 inch French door that's going to go a little bit off center on this side. And because our back wall is 7 foot, we're going to have to kind of stagger the wall a little bit to make things fit. So if you're interested in this, let's go ahead and get started. The first step is to cut down a 10-foot board to 113 inches. And the reason for that is because this front wall right here and the back wall take up 7 inches from this board. We're going to cut two 8-foot boards down to 81 inch. The placement of these is going to be the shorter wall right over here that will match this 7 foot. Now on this 113 inch board, we're going to mark out the stud placement. So we have 1.5 inches here on the end. We're going to move over to 16. And if you go 3/4 inch on either side of the 16 mark, then you can find your stud placement there. All right, and then go another 1.5 inches on this side. And that's going to be the placement of our queen stud. And now we move over 60 inches in this direction from this point right here. And that's going to be the placement of the other queen stud. Some off-camera math, we found that it's 78.25 is the inside of our 60. And now we're going to do the king stud 1.5 inches past that. Man, these shadows are harsh today. All right, and so we're going to go out 16 on center over this way, and that will complete our taller section that's going to contain the door. And then the remainder, we're going to use these boards here for the 7-foot wall. Okay, and so that's the outside wall there. So if you'll go immediately next to this stud placement and do another 1.5 inches, and that will be our shorter wall that will allow us to compensate for the pitched roof we have here. I'll tell you about the layout. We've got these two boards here, which are going to be a shorter wall that's going to reach up to 7 foot to match this right here. And then we're going to move over to where the door is going to be. We have 4 of these 2x4s. We're going to cut at 85.5 inch. And then the 2 queen studs are going to be at 80 inch. Because between, or right above that, is going to be where the header is. We're going to use a 2x6 with a piece of 1/2 inch OSB in between to make the full header. Because this door is going to be 60 inch wide, we're going to use 2 63 inch 2x6s sandwiched with OSB. And that's going to allow the header to be onto the queen stud. We're going to cut down this 1/2 inch OSB to be sandwiched into this header. And we need about 63 inch for the header. So let's do 62 inch here. And then because this 2x6 is 5.5 inch, let's do 5 inch. For the spacing. To finish building the header, we've got the 1/2 inch OSB right there, and we're going to sandwich that with this other 2x6. Make sure it's flush on both ends. And then we're just going to do a combination of screws and nails to get this together. I'm going to place the header up here. We're kind of doing a dry run before we put things together to make sure that we have what we need. The top plate is going to go from the edge of this 2x4 over here to just past the door over there. And we just figured out we needed 97¼ inch. All right, as you can see, we have the basic frame for the door. And then we're going to come over here, and there's going to be a slightly smaller wall. We just have to cut this piece right up here, and then we will begin to assemble everything. Now, you can see that we're building with the bottom plate still intact. That's going to keep things square. So whenever we are going to stand this up and attach it, we'll then take a Sawzall and cut that piece out. Just got everything screwed together and nailed together. I'm going to use some of this liquid nails, and this is going to go from this point right here all the way to the end, and then over on this side it's going to go from right here over to here, because we're going to be using a Sawzall to cut out this right here once everything is up into place. So, all right, let's go ahead and hang up this wall. Ah, too far. Are we ready? Okay, let me go your way.
I guess that's about as flush as it's going to be here.
And now that the wall has been stood up into place, the last step is to cut out this extra bit of this bottom plate here. So I've just got a Sawzall. I'm going to go right up against this queen stud and just cut this out. Ta-da! Third wall is now complete. So you can see right here, we go up. This one right here is going to match that. And the reason we had to do this right here is because whenever we put on the fourth wall, it's going to go up much higher than this. And we're going to have the pitch going down here. And so if we went all the way to the end, there'd be an issue right here with that getting in the way. So anyway, that right there just steps up a bit, allows us to have a 2x6 header, and it comes down here. So we'll be doing a door in a later video. We just wanted to show you getting this wall built right here. And that completes the door wall. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for the next video in this series. I am Seth with SethCraft, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.